Hello everyone, it's Michelle from Gypsy Insights. This is a different kind of tarot reading. It's not dependent on your sign or element. If you are guided to this reading, you'll know if it is meant for you. And I'd really appreciate it if you would like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this new, different kind of tarot reading. Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. My name is Michelle.
My name is Richard.
We'll be doing a he said, she said style reading today, which means we'll be doing the dual reading. I'll be reading as one side, Richard will be reading as the other. And if you're enjoying these style readings, the Soulful Repair are not sign dependent, so you can check out our playlist of Soulful Repair readings on the channel, and if this one doesn't resonate, you may find one that resonates more with you there. Okay, let's get started with your oracle cards. Firstly, from the Fairy Oracle, you've pulled the card of Secret Doorway. Now, with this one, it's about working with your intuition, a dimensional doorway, if you will, but it speaks of eventual enlightenment, stepping through a doorway. It's an energy around rediscovering oneself, really, is how I'm seeing this. Becoming an awakened being, undergoing a process of deep and very real change, and the ability to finally understand how one wants to interact with the world. It's very much an energy, though, of coming out the other side of this enlightenment, born again, if you will, rebirth, and not really knowing where one's place is, feeling a little bit lost as a result. It's a little bit humbling. It can be learning to walk again in a new way, because the old you has gone through a powerful change. Now, Richard has pulled from the Oracle of Visions the card of
solitude, loneliness and isolation. So this speaks about possibly meditation and being alone and having clearer thoughts as a result of that. For some of you, it may be a bit of hermit energy, the possibility of actually leaving to be alone. But the warning here is that if one puts too much distance between us and loved ones while being alone, it's possible not to want to come back.
Okay, so let's take a look. We've already meditated on your energy, so I'm going to cut these cards. We're doing a horseshoe type of reading. So I'll start with the past energy, the present energy, the near future, advice or best path to follow, what's happening around you that may be affecting your current circumstances, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about.
So I'm going to lay down the same cards, and just remember that either side could resonate depending on how you identify. So we're looking at the past, the present, the near future, advice, environment, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about.
Right in the center, we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So it's about opening up. You know, I see this as someone finding it difficult to be a more open individual, less closed off. When I see the Four of Pentacles in the upright, as it relates to someone doing that inner work, it's someone who is closed off from the world, someone who isn't giving and as a result isn't receiving. So there's an energy around this of becoming more open, an energy of giving more, and as a result receiving more. You know, the more that we put out there, the more charitable we are to others, the more open we are to others, the more we feel connected when it comes to just human beings, really.
Yeah, it can be a card of surrender as well, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, surrender in giving up something. All right, let's look at the overall. Over here we got the moon in reverse. I like that energy. It's about things becoming more clear. It's about things coming to light, secrets being revealed, and perhaps more realism being brought to one's life.
Let's take a look in the past. We've got the Hanged Man. So there's that surrender, that chance to go really deep within and look at one's life, one's values, one's beliefs, and change. It is deep transformational change that brings about enlightenment. That is the Hanged Man. But this is really difficult change because it comes with surrender. And it comes with surrendering part of yourself, that part which may have felt integral to you in past years. And it's letting that go and becoming a new you, a different person with different beliefs. So it speaks of getting to that higher vibrational energy. And when we speak about the Hanged Man here, it's a willingness not to be stuck. It's not to stagnate in life. It's a willingness to change. So I see that. You've had the willingness to change. You've had that determination within you, because it is hard work. The Hanged Man, I mean, look at how uncomfortable he is. He's uncomfortable for a reason. Enlightenment is uncomfortable. You can't do it from a nice comfy armchair. It's going to get difficult and it's going to feel painful at times. But this is what you've been going through, I feel.
And I think it's always good to remember that with the Hanged Man, if you are going through change, then it is painful. And if it's not painful, then you're not going through change. All right, so let's look over here at the past. We've got the Five of Cups. So this is looking back at the past with some regrets. Not sure how this is going to resonate yet, but whether this is actually going to be the same person or whether it's going to be two different people. But this past energy is about past regrets.
Now, currently, you've got the Three of Cups, which is nice. It's about being enjoying. I get this as enjoying friends, family, social occasions, getting out there and not being closed off anymore. It's about just enjoying life. I feel a more lighter energy around this. And if you're someone who has, in the past, hasn't been, I want to say, has kind of hoarded. Now, that can be hoarding of various things. It could mean an unwillingness to spend money, or it could be an unwillingness just to spend emotionally towards other people. So I'm getting it as the easing up of that, and the willingness to put out more. Like if you're someone who hasn't enjoyed fun times in the past because you felt like, well, I can't do that because what if I need that money for later? You're going to be more freer, I feel, but not in a bad way, with your money, with your time, and recognize the strength in enjoying life. I really see it as just becoming more, I don't know, I get the feeling like you've had to be a certain way for a long time. Now, it may have been because you were dealing with children. It may have been that you were saving for a rainy day, but you've gotten to a point now where you realise that life is meant to be enjoyed, but not in a bad way. This is about doing it the right way. This is not overindulgence. This is indulging just enough.
All right, so looking over here at the present energy for this person, we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. This speaks to a loss of enthusiasm, probably due to some sort of past regret.
Yeah, I'm picking that up as it is a different person, I feel.
Yes, I definitely feel that
I
way.
definitely don't see you as someone who is focusing on the past at all. I actually see you as quite higher vibrational level. You've reached a point where you're not focused on the past.
No, this is somebody else, somebody around you.
Yeah.
I think they're in a lot of pain. I get that. I get a lot of pain. The good news, though, is the Moon in reverse here. I think that's going to signify an end to that pain as well.
Let's see. In the near future for you. Okay. All right. we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, I'm really hoping that this isn't signifying some kind of momentary lapse. I mean, it could be. I mean, this is not easy. And it may be that you fall back before you completely become enlightened. It may be that I'm picking up. Because I get here, this is insecurity and instability. I prefer to see the King of Pentacles in the upright, no matter what sign you are. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. But I feel that this is your energy. So there may be a tendency to slip back into that old you before you can fully reach this stage of higher energy. Yeah, now it may be that you meet someone during this time where you're out enjoying things, and it may be a social event where you meet up with this person. It could be lunch, whatever it is. But I get the sense that there might be some kind of a tendency here to slip back into old ways.
Yeah, here this is you trying to change your values, trying to change what you value.
Yeah.
And if that involves situations that might have led you into problems in the past, there's a possibility of slipping back into that in the future.
It could be someone here that is kind of taking your eye off the ball. Maybe, I'm not picking it up as someone here that's maybe had a bit too much to drink and done something that they shouldn't have. No, I feel like it's more that this person is kind of, I want to say they are encouraging you.
I'd say it's a temptation.
It's a temptation, and they're encouraging you to, you don't want to, come and have fun. It won't hurt. That kind of energy that I'm picking up around them. Now, I don't think they mean it to be malicious or anything like that, but I feel like it might lead to something.
Something against the values you're trying to change.
Yeah.
All right, so looking over here, we have the Hierophant in reverse as the future energy. So this is about somebody going against their values, going against tradition or traditional norms.
Yeah, I get a very strong energy around that person of going through a very difficult time in their life, one that they're not really sure what they're even doing. I get a lot of confusion. I get a lot of focus on what they don't have rather than an appreciation of what they might have. But let's have a look. For your advice, you have the Two of Pentacles, so it's about balance. And that's what I was picking up right at the beginning there. It's indulging just enough where you can still have fun, but without slipping over the edge into the overindulgence where this leads to you doing something that goes against what you're trying to uphold here. The new you, a new way of being. It may have been in the past that you would have gone for this kind of thing quite easily, but you're trying to change that. I feel if this is a temptation, someone getting you to do something that you shouldn't. Now, it could be cheating, it could be breaking the law, anything there that goes against someone who is stable, someone who has achieved a certain amount of success in their chosen field, someone who is responsible, mature, looks after their wealth, all of that. So there might be a tendency here to let go, but maybe let go a little bit too much. Maybe something needs to be held back here when it comes to this person. Maybe just going a little bit too far or letting something go too far. And there's a need to really stick to the course. And I get it as what brings about balance in your life, because this doesn't make anyone feel good. This insecurity or feeling that you're off center, like your world is just a little bit off. It's like imagine if you're on a seesaw a constant seesaw going up and down. Well, it's better for things to be stable, to be balanced. You don't want to be constantly dealing with these, let's call them ups and downs, or mini dramas, things that you don't really have to deal with, because you're already going through a difficult time where you're trying to grow, you're trying to see things in a different way. So why create more instability in your life when things are already quite difficult?
Yeah, the way I'm seeing this now is that this person here is perhaps a bad influence.
Might be a bad influence, yeah.
But you're trying to go through some kind of change here. You're trying to become more enlightened, and this person is probably a little bit trying to pull you back into the dark side.
I think they're quite lonely. They're feeling isolated. There's something about this person where they are trying to encourage you to get you out and do things with them. But I feel like it may be behind a partner's back or something like that.
All right. So looking over here at the advice, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse for this person over here. Yeah, it kind of goes with this Hierophant in reverse. I can't help but think this person might be in a relationship, and that relationship might be a marriage, and it's possible that they're going through a divorce. And and their advice here is to stay that course, to finish that out.
Or maybe even appreciate. You know, I think the feeling around this person that I was getting from this card is that they're very focused on what they don't have.
The lack.
They're coming from that poverty mindset, and so they feel like they should be having more in their life. They want more. This is someone who wants, and I'm using that line from Big Little Lies. Meryl Streep says, "You're a wanter," to Reese Witherspoon. Well, this is a wanter. This is someone who wants what others have, and I feel like that's their issue. I think that they already have a good, decent life, but there's something that they're not appreciative about.
Yeah, so I mean, this could be a divorce, or it could just be trouble in a marriage, or trouble in a long-term relationship as well. Yeah, I like what Michelle's saying about that Four of Wands. This person needs to appreciate what they have.
Let's have a look and see what the external circumstances. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. This is something that is fun and all good times, but I think has a tendency, or could, this may just, this is near future, this can be changed. The potential to tip over from having good social events and fun times with this person to, things have gotten out of control and now I'm in a third party relationship where you might be partnered, they might be partnered as well.
Yes, if they're partnered though, I don't think they're happy.
No, and I think they're reaching out to you because they see that you can provide them with, you make them happy, I feel. You make them feel content. And they also may have this may be someone who is wishing or hoping to be with you in a longer term relationship as well.
All right, let's look over here at environment. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse.
So it's the same person. That I feel that I'm speaking. This is you, and
this is
you affecting this person.
That's right. This is a bad influence on you, and that's clear. You don't have to be an earth sign.
No.
You could be though, but you don't have to be. But it's the same message, isn't it? With this King of Pentacles in the reverse, there's insecurity as to how this person is making you feel, or making you do things that make you feel this way about yourself.
Yeah, but I think the underlying thing is that you do feel this way, which you're trying to change with this Hangman. But I think something might be distracting you from this.
Setting you back.
Yeah, I get setback.
Is you've sort of like you've been doing the work, you've been working really hard, you're getting somewhere, and then something comes along and pushes you back to where you were.
Now, it may be that you've just reached a point where you've been in this place so long that you feel like you just want to let loose or let go for a little while. But I feel, while that's okay and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, it could tip over into something else.
You know, about Three of Cups is about celebration. It's the thought that you have gone through this and you're done with it.
And then maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay, let's have a look let's have a look and see what the hopes and fears are. Two of Swords, yeah. It's about you stepping back and taking the blindfold off and really looking at something. It's about not being in denial about what this could be, what it has the potential to be. Problematic, I feel. I think you might know on some level when this person asks you, I think it's as a result of some kind of social event. If they ask you out for drinks or for lunch or dinner, whatever it is, I think you know on some intuitive level that this person actually does want more, or it could turn into like a sexual relationship or something like that, or turn romantic. So I think you know, and I think that you're hoping that you can step back and remain detached from this and keep it neutral. You don't want to upset this person, because I think you know that they may have a potential to be problematic or cause some kind of problems. You know, you want to keep things balanced with this person as well as within yourself. So I feel that there's a very much a need here for you to use your intuition about this person, open up to what the universe is trying to tell you. You may be receiving some kind of messages there around this person. Listen to your intuition, trust it. If it's giving you little warnings, pings about this person, and also use your common sense, your logic, before you do anything here that could affect your balance.
Yeah, including your bank balance.
Well, possibly, yes, it could lead, you're right, it could lead to financial problems.
Yes, there was the King of Pentacles in reverse here in both places
absolutely.
as well. All right, so let's look over here at hopes and fears for this person. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse.
So they seem to be going through some money problems.
Yeah, the other way of looking at this card is a feeling of what the heck, you know, just go for it. Let the chips fall where they may. Not really caring about the consequences of one's actions as well. I kind of get that energy from the card too.
Okay, let's look at the outcome. Chariot in reverse, yeah. I mean, this has got danger written all over it. There's a tendency, you're driving your chariot in the upright and you think all is good. You know your direction, you've chosen a direction, and you're determined, you're overcoming you're overcoming past obstacles. But then something happens here. It's a person, I feel, in a social occasion, maybe a friend, it could be a friend, that tips over into something else. And the Chariot in reverse tells me that this takes the chariot off the rails. The horses here start going in opposite directions and the chariot gets torn apart. It's you. It's your path to higher energy, to enlightenment being taken off the rails because of, I get this as very scattered, very reckless. It may be some kind of reckless thing where you just feel like letting loose and just letting off steam and just doing something, but ultimately it stops the pathway here completely in its tracks and kind of blows up the train. That's how I'm seeing that.
Alright, so looking over here at the outcome for this person, we have Judgment in reverse. So this is a person who's doing things that I think are against their better judgment, and certainly against your better judgment as well. But you know, with this moon in reverse, initially I was okay with this energy, but now I'm beginning to see it a different way.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to see this as somebody who used to hide their feelings about you, but now
It's all coming
It's
out.
all coming out in the open.
Secrets coming out.
Yeah, secrets coming out. You know, some sort of maybe, what do you call it, an admirer, a secret admirer kind of thing, and person had holding a torch for you for a while, and they're in another relationship, but they're not feeling so good about their relationship. Yeah, I like Michelle's thought about this four of wands as to what they should be doing. They should be appreciating their situation more, rather than trying to get out of a situation that they're currently in.
Yeah, I feel like they've given up on a marriage, and they're now looking outside of the marriage, but they're making very poor choices.
And poor judgments here.
Very poor judgment.
Yeah. But there's a lot to clarify here, and we'll certainly be clarifying all of these cards in part 2.
We'll be clarifying everything. It'll be about it could be about up to an hour reading, so I hope that if this is resonating, you join us. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel, so please join us there. And if this one doesn't resonate, you can check out the other Soulful Repair readings that we do. There's a playlist available on my channel, and there you'll find the full list. Wishing you the best with this, guys, and I hope that you see us in part 2. If not, then we will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.
Thank you. Goodbye and good luck.